What up, guys? Nick from WhatUpMC here. Today I'm bringing you guys my thoughts and theories about the new Pokemon Sun and Moon trailer that was just released earlier today. I think I'm going to be making 2 videos about it because I have some more kind of theories about the, what's it called? The Right of the Island challenge, of how that may be replacing gym leaders and gym badges and maybe a whole different system in the Alola region. So for this one, I think I'm just going to focus on the new Pokemon and the new forms that they have revealed. So let's get right into it. The new Pokemon adapted for the Alola region. Apparently these are like different forms because of the distinctive microclimates of the Alola region. Oh wait, I'm like highlighting this like you can see it, but you can't. Yeah, so these are like regional variants, different appearances and types that can differ from the forms previously known. So they showed, if you guys didn't see the trailer yet, this is the official website that you can get to just by clicking the link in the trailer that has more info that's actually in the trailer. The Alolan Exeggutor, Vulpix, Ninetales, Sandshrew, and Sandslash. I think the weirdest one is this thing. So this is Exeggutor becomes 35 feet tall with this, and it gets the ability Frisk. So apparently because of like the very strong sunlight that pours down all year round in the Alola region, this causes them to appear like this, and according to the people of Alola, this is what Exeggutor's true form is. So, you know, we don't know about that. So from what it sounds like from this description, the Pokemon excels at whipping its long neck like a lash to attack with its hard heads. It sounds like Exeggutor, like this form of Exeggutor might be a physical Exeggutor. I haven't really used Exeggutor competitively yet, but I'm pretty sure this current Exeggutor is special Pokemon, so maybe this one might be physical. And I heard somewhere there was going to be a new grass type move that like charges up in the sun, or is that a different Pokemon? Never mind, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's Laurentiis' move. I don't know if that might be on Exeggutor. Apparently it sounds like a physical version of Solar Beam that like charges up in the sun for one turn and then unleashes a powerful attack the second turn. So I don't know if Exeggutor might get that too. But yeah, one thing to notice is that these new forms of Pokemon, they're all Gen 1 Pokemon. So I think what they're doing here is actually they're playing off the hype of Pokemon Go, which, as you guys all know, I'm sure everybody knows Pokemon Go has been hugely successful. Actually have been meaning to do a video about that, but I haven't done it yet. So yeah, one of the reasons why I think Pokemon Go is so successful is that it's more targeted towards like young adults or adults like 20 plus years old, that were like fans of the original Gen 1 when it came out, you know, the first Red and Blue games back in the day, that are now old enough that they, you know, have smartphones that can go out whenever they want to go get Pokemon, rather than like the younger audience of the main series games they're marketed to, where they don't have as much freedom to maybe go out all the time and catch Pokemon. So I feel like the fact that they're making these new forms for like Gen 1 Pokemon is trying to like attract people back to the series again, kind of like they were doing with X and Y, by being like, oh yeah, I've been playing Pokemon Go recently, and look, the Pokemon Sun and Moon has these new forms for all these Pokemon that I remember and have become reacquainted with since I started playing Pokemon Go. So maybe it'll like make them want to play this game too. So I think that's probably why they're doing this. Hopefully more Gen 1 Pokemon will have new forms for them, but I'm kind of worried about, since they did one for Vulpix and Ninetales, I'm kind of worried that they're going to do one for Arcanine, which is like one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, Growlithe and Arcanine. I don't really know if I want to see an Ice Arcanine though. But yeah, so the next new form is Vulpix, and this ability changes to Snowcloak actually. I'm kind of thinking if maybe, because they all have Snowcloak, and Snowcloak isn't the most useful ability. It's just like during hail, evasion is increased by 25%. I'm kind of thinking that, what the hell is that? I'm kind of thinking that it may have the hidden ability for what's it called? Snow Warning, where it starts a blizzard. I don't know if they're going to do that because, you know, Vulpix and Ninetales get drought, so they can bring the sun. So maybe the Alolan Vulpix can bring in hail. I don't know. So yeah, this is said that this Vulpix came to the Alola region together with humans, but the fox Pokemon... Wait, what? Yeah, so apparently they reside in the snowy mountains covered by snow all year round, so I'm assuming they mean in this area here. So I don't know if that's going to be like near the start of the game or the end of the game. Yeah, apparently it can freeze anything by expelling breath at a temperature of -50°C. So I don't know if that's gonna, like, if you bring a Vulpix or a Ninetales or a Sandshrew or Sandslash from like the old games to the bank, are they gonna change to this form, or can you only catch them in this form, like in this region? Or like if you bring one and then breed it, is it gonna hatch one of these? I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm very curious to find out. And then we have Ninetales, which is actually really cool because this one is actually Ice Fairy. Basically same thing. It's gentle but shows no mercy that for anybody that dares damage its territory. Yeah, it just looks really cool, I think. I'm actually currently breeding, like trying to get a shiny Vulpix through Masuda method breeding. So this is really cool. I don't know if I'll be able to like change that Ninetales once I get a shiny one into like this one, or if I'll only be able to get them there, so I'll have to get another shiny one to see what that one looks like. Also, I'm hoping the fact that so many of them are ice types and that there's probably going to be like a whole ice type thing going on over here, I'm hoping that that means that they're going to kind of tweak the ice type in this game, hopefully, because ice type right now isn't really the best type in the game. It's kind of like really bad, especially since this guy is going to be Ice Steel, which is like 4 times weak against fire and fighting, which are like 2 really common types in competitive. Basically, the only thing ice used to be good for was that it was like the dragon killer type, you know, besides dragon itself. But now that we have fairy types, which is even better at taking down dragons, since like fairy types don't even take damage from dragon type attacks. The only thing ice is good for now pretty much is like just being 4 times effective against like the common dragon ground, dragon flying type Pokemon, or like coverage for water Pokemon, since most water Pokemon can get like Ice Beam coverage for them against grass types. So I'm hoping they change it a little bit to make ice type more useful, since like, yeah, it's really not that great offensively. I mean, it's better offensively than it is defensively, because defensively the only type that ice resists is ice, so it's kind of really bad. So yeah, basically same deal. Snow Cloak ability, it says in the description here that the heavy weight of all this snow and hard shell covering its skin, it makes it slower than the normal Sandshrew. So I don't know, no, Sandshrew. So I don't know if that actually is going to change its speed stat. I think it says that the same thing for Sandslash. Yeah, the weight of the ice that covers its body makes the Alola and Sandslash heavier than normal Sandslash. Yeah, so apparently they're slower. Oh my god, I thought Sandslash was actually a fast Pokemon, but then I checked here and I didn't even know its speed was 65. I thought it was way faster than that. I haven't really used one competitively, but it does get Sand Rush, so I don't know if they'll have like the ice equivalent. What is it? Oh, maybe there is no ice equivalent. Wait, but ice makes them slower. Why would there be an ice equivalent to Sand Rush? I don't know. I really just want to see how they're going to change this thing. Because I don't think Snow Cloak is going to be the only ability, because that kind of sucks. So maybe there'll be an ice type version of Sand Rush that'll make this thing actually faster, which will be interesting to see. But yeah, hopefully the main thing I'm hoping is that they're going to change the ice type, because I like using ice type Pokemon, but the typing itself is kind of bad. So let's look at the other new Pokemon that are actually new. They're not just different forms. So we got, where do we start? Well, let's start with what we know. We got this dude, Gumshoes, who's the evolution of Young Goose. So he still has his ability of Stakeout, which from Young Goose, if you guys remember, is this Pokemon moves can deal twice the normal damage to any Pokemon that just switched in or entered the field mid-battle. So he's got that, Stakeout, and Strongjaw. So apparently he's like the opposite of what the other guy was, Young Goose, who likes to like roam around for his prey. This guy just likes to, yeah, while Young Goose prowls around, Gumshoes stakes out its prey's usual routes and awaits patiently for it to come by. So it just like stands there and whatever. And it looks, this hair bit here has got him like giving him a bit of a Donald Trump look there. So that's a bit weird. What else was this? What's this one called again? Mudbray is the looks like it's gonna be the pre-evolution form of Mudsdale that we've already seen before. It also has the new stamina ability. The defense goes up by 1 when it's hit by an attack. If they end up keeping Mega Evolution in the game, I think that this will be really cool against like Mega Kangaskhan or like Pokemon like Mega Heracross, where it hits you several times, your defense could go up several times. I say that because if Mega Evolution returns, because there was some talk, and like I remember I watched this Shady Penguin video where he talked about how Mega Evolution might not be coming back or he thinks Mega Evolution might not be coming back for Gen 7, and you know, at first it sounds crazy, like why would they put so much work in all those Pokemon if it wasn't going to come back? But they have done stuff like that in the past, where they put like a lot of work into something, like how the Pokemon follow you in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, that everybody really loved and everybody wants it in the new generation, but they kept it as like the thing that's unique to that gen. So it's possible that Mega Evolution might be the thing that's unique to Gen 6, because you know it is kind of bad for competitive, I guess is one of the points he made in his video, and it wouldn't be that hard for them to remove Mega Evolution. Pretty much the only thing they would have to do is just not have any Mega Stones to be found around the region anymore, because you can't bring items into the bank anyway, so there would be no way for you to transfer the stones from the previous regions. So I think this new form thing is maybe a different variant of Mega Evolutions that maybe is a sign that they may not be bringing them back, and also the Z moves are also another sign that that might be a kind of replacement to Mega Evolution. So then with a little bit less of that rambling and more looking at the actual new Pokemon, the next one is Oricorio, if I'm saying that right. So this is like a bird Pokemon that has all these different styles. There's like the fire one, electric one, I think that's the psychic one, and the ghost one. And it has the ability Dancer, which is, if you guys have been like noticing through this whole video, I have all these dance moves at the top here. So it says if another Pokemon in the field uses a dancing move, then Oricorio will be able to use the same move immediately afterwards thanks to its Dancer ability. Now in the video they showed it using Quiver Dance, I think. Yeah, it used a Quiver Dance after like a Masquerain used Quiver Dance. And mainly I watched a couple other people's videos talking about this, and they just mainly say like, oh, think about like Swords Dance, or what was the other one? Wait, how did I not open Dragon Dance? Yeah, basically it's like, think about like Swords Dance or like Quiver Dance, and then like if somebody else uses a boosting move, then you get like the same boost too. And I get that that's like supposed to be like a counter to like the boosting strategies, but then like it doesn't really specify it'll be able to use the same move immediately afterwards. So does that mean like if you use like a actual damaging move like Petal Dance, or if you use a Rain Dance won't really do anything if you use it a second time, or Feather Dance isn't actually a boosting move, it's actually like a lowering move, so if it'll lowers the target's attack by 2 stages if it does that too. Teeter Dance, if it like mirrors the Teeter Dance. And what else? Lunar Dance, which one is this one? Oh yeah, the user faints. Imagine you Lunar Dance and then he mirrors that and kills himself. And Fiery Dance, which I think is the Volcarona exclusive move. Yeah, so I don't know if it just includes like the dancing, the boosting dance moves, or if it's every dance move. And then also, in addition to that, it also has this unique move, Revelation Dance, and that changes type based on what Pokemon it is. So basically this guy uses it as fire type, electric type, psychic type, ghost type, and yeah, that's pretty much. I don't know how to say any of these names. I know how to say Pom Pom style. I don't know how to say Bale style, Pow style, Sensu style. Yeah, and so apparently each one of these is going to be native to each one of the different islands, so that's kind of cool. It's like Shellos and Gastrodon, you know, East Sea, West Sea, different forms, so that's kind of cool. And what are the other new Pokemon? Oh, this thing's also really cool too. I read the description, and this makes me think of another Pokemon. So basically this is kind of like a Meteor, but it's called Meteor, so I'm assuming if it's pronounced the same way Meteor is pronounced, and it's pronounced Minior or Minior, I don't know. Yeah, so it has these different little colored cores inside of it. I don't know if they're all different, if they have different stats, will change color depending on the particular color of the debris it has absorbed. Oh wait, So maybe there's not one set for each one. Maybe it changes. Maybe one Meteor can be different colors on the inside. I don't know. But the main thing that's cool is the Shields Down ability, which like no other Pokemon had before, which is kind of not that true. With the Shields Down ability, it will have excellent defensive capabilities as long as the shield is intact, and it'll be oh, I didn't see that part. It will be protected from status conditions. That is really good. When its HP drops below half, the shell will break and it will change to a form better suited for attacking. So yes, Shields Down is a new ability, but it's kind of like a reverse Zen mode for Darmanitan, where he's like offensive and physical when he's like above half, and then when he goes below half, he turns into Zen mode where he gets like super defensive and he turns into a special Pokemon. So this is kind of like the opposite of that, which is really cool. So I guess like it could take a hit and then gets really offensive. How offensive could this little thing be though? I don't know. But yeah, I think it'll be really interesting to see how this works, like with the different colors. It says it will change color, so I'm assuming that means like each Meteor can have like a different color depending on what damage it takes. Maybe, I don't know. That'd be cool if you have like a shiny one, you have like 4 different ones that come out of it. All right, so the last Pokemon to be revealed in this one is Fomantis and Laurentiis. So these are the grass one I was talking about before. Oh, wait, was I? Yeah, it has Leaf Guard. So this looks like it's going to be a Pokemon that you want out in the sun, because it gets Leaf Guard, so it gets protected from statuses while it's in the sun. I think that's the one that Leaf Guard is. This is a little weird though, how it says it excels at long range attacks like Razor Leaf and Solar Beam. That seems kind of contradictory to what this Laurentiis is all about, the Bloomsicle Pokemon. That's actually really cool. Bloomsicle. It says because this guy's unique move, or move that he can learn at least, is Solar Blade, which sounds like the physical version of Solar Beam. So like why does it say this guy's good with Solar Beam but this guy learns Solar Blade? I'm assuming it's gonna be some kind of Leaf Guard, you know, physical grass type attacker, some kind of like Leafeon thing with that you want to use with Solar Blade out in the sun. Gives them protection. Maybe it'll get Chlorophyll, but then that might be too much like Leafeon. I don't know. But yeah, I think it just looks really cool, and all the Pokemon they've shown look really cool. This thing just looks really strange. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think about this trailer down in the comments below. I'm gonna go record another video for the Right of the Island challenge that I think is gonna be replacing gym leaders and gym badges. And also, what were the other things they revealed? Maybe talk about Z moves in that video too. But yeah, so if you wanna see that video, subscribe to the channel to get notified when I post new videos. If you wanna check out some other Pokemon videos that I do, I have a series of Pokemon Go that I just recently started since I was away for a week on vacation, so I have to get back into posting those as often as I can. And other than that, I just like post videos from my stream where we play some free-for-alls, and also I'm starting a new series called the Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Shiny Lock, so that should be coming out soon. So if you want to see those videos, subscribe down below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.